quickly run through with you a few different pieces of equipment that you can use as restraining methods when in a grooming salon, and just explain how they're used and why they're used. So different pieces of equipment to restrain a dog would be muzzles, slip leads, gloves, a blanket or a towel, a buster collar, a noose, which is what the dog's wearing here, a belly strap, a halter, or another person is also a restraint method if you need an extra pair of hands just to secure a dog when you're grooming them. So I've just got a few different pieces I'm going to show you quickly. So first of all, we have a muzzle. Muzzles come in all different shapes, sizes and materials. Here we have a Mickey muzzle. So as you can see, it's nylon material and it's very soft and flexible. This type muzzle would not be suitable for a brachycephalic breed as they've got the short noses such as bulldogs and French bulldogs, Shih Tzus. As you can see, the shape of this muzzle would not fit correctly over their face. But here we have a spaniel. So I'm just going to show you how to correctly place this muzzle on. So you would just place the muzzle over the dog's mouth. You then put the straps underneath the dog's ears and you just fasten it by the clip at the back around the dog's head, and it's an adjustable strap so you can fasten it however tight you need it, obviously ensuring it's still comfortable for the dog. And as you can see with these muzzles, they can still breathe and still pant at the end. So just to show you a little bit closer up, they have a clip here that you fasten just around the back of the dog's head. So next we have a halter, which is a quite similar method to a muzzle in the way you put it on. So again, you just place it over the dog's mouth, around the back of the head, going underneath the ears, and again fasten it with the same style clip just around the back of the head. And you would then attach the dog's lead to this buckle underneath here. So a halter is used when you're walking a dog and it just puts a little bit more restriction on the dog pulling you too much. We then have different styles of nooses. So the noose that the dog's wearing here is a table noose. So it's fabric material and it's attached just to the top of the H-bar here on the table. This just restrains the dog on the table, stops them from jumping off. When it comes to adjusting this, it has the little clip here that you just move up and down, allowing you to open and close the noose. You want it loose enough so it's not causing any discomfort for the dog, but tight enough so the dog can't slip out of it and jump off the table. We then have a bathing noose. So again, it's the same style. You adjust it just by pulling this little clip down, and you can see it tightens at the end. But this noose is rubber material, which means it can get wet and then dry quickly, with the foam area that just goes around the dog's neck just for a little bit more comfort. So the difference with the bathing noose is it has a sucker on the end. So you use this to attach to the side of your bath or tiles if your bathing area is tiled. And it's clipped on here, so once your dog is in the noose, it's then secured and can't jump out of your bathing area. And last but not least, we just have a belly strap. So a belly strap can be used if a dog is sort of twisting around on the table, if a dog can't stand up, whether that's for reasons such as they're elderly or if they've sort of had a slight injury and you just need to give a little bit extra support to holding them to stand. Always watch out for the genitals of a dog. Try not to trap them in the belly strap, as obviously that can cause a lot of discomfort. So again, these can come in different shapes, sizes, materials. Here I've got a fabric one. And they also have these little buckles on one strap of the belly strap. This is just so you can attach different lengths depending on how big your dog is. So just to correctly show you how to put this on, you just need your dog to stand up, and you would just place the belly strap underneath your dog, again watching out for any genitals, and you would just attach the straps to the top of your H-bar. Again, you can use the different measurements on here depending on how big your dog is. With a belly strap, you don't want it to be too tight, so it is putting too much pressure underneath, as obviously that's when it will become sort of uncomfortable for the dog. Different reasons to use restraint methods is obviously to secure the dog on the grooming table and in the bath, but obviously if they are showing any signs of aggression, as I explained with the belly strap, if the dog is elderly or just needs a little bit of extra support. If a dog ever shows a difference in temperament, please ensure you're watching what restraint you are using. Some dogs can find muzzles, for example, quite stressful. So if a dog isn't happy having a muzzle on, you could try putting a buster collar on instead. So this just restricts the dog from turning around and biting you. So obviously every dog is different, so you need to take into consideration what temperament the breed of dog has that you're grooming and what they're happy with. Ask the owner if they have any areas that, for instance, they might be in pain. Some dogs, if they're quite sensitive around their tummy, they won't like a belly strap around that area. So just always check client record notes, check with the dog's owner, and just always keep a lookout in case any temperament changes when you're grooming the dog.